look, I think Doug Marrone is critical to the team right now, just given where they're at on the offensive line. I feel like the offensive line is kind of at a crossroads, and a strength can become a very significant strength if it goes one way, or they could be
Yeah.
kind of maybe in trouble if it goes another way. And it's not a troublesome situation that they couldn't dig out of, but it's better if you aren't spending money where you are also spending draft resources. They're the caps
Yeah, that's a
sometimes
good
seems
point.
unlimited with the Saints, but like there is a limit and there is resources that get allocated. And if
I
you're
will say, unless
allocating
you can
them,
get a good wide receiver for $3 million, then it's cool to double dip there. But
yeah.
yeah,
But like, it's even, and I don't think he costs anything at this point because nobody has signed him. And if you're a free agent on July 19th, like you're probably a league minimum type player. So
yeah,
like signing Quan wouldn't be like a situation where you're dumping a ton of resources in a draft pick,
right.
but it's the same idea. Like if you're drafting somebody, you don't need to be spending money on that position for a starter. So
I
they
think it, I
are,
think it's a, I think it's I think I agree with that, but I think sometimes there are examples where you could get away with that. Like if you need like to really redo your O line, and it's 5 positions on that, it's 5 guys on the O
yeah, if you
line.
have to, but like if
Yeah,
you're drafting Trevor Penning and then you also have to go out and sign a 19-20 million dollar left tackle because that's the going
yeah,
rate
that's
for like a
bad.
good left
That's bad.
tackle.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's a bad allocation of resources. Like something has
Yeah,
went wrong, and now instead of drafting a player at a position that you're playing, like you're creating multiple holes on your team and the
yeah,
middle
yeah. No,
class
that
of your
makes sense.
roster and all this stuff. So there's a domino effect there. So Doug Marrone developing him and getting Cesar Ruiz on track, I think those are kind of like
Mm,
quietly two very big things going forward for this team, the health of this team. And I think keeping that O line strong is really important as the team's kind of in a uncertain future with quarterback. Like
mm.
Jameis is on a short term contract. It could be somebody else next year. It could be a rookie. It could continue to be Jameis. But like keeping that line strong, I think is important because your line needs to protect your quarterback even more so than before the quarterback was protecting the line to some degree. But
Yeah,
like the line needs to make things easy for whoever the quarterback is. Going forward. And I think that's hugely important. And with where Ruiz is, he's at the end of the line. Like he's
sure.
either a viable starter or he's probably replaced. And it
Forrest
kind of
Lamp,
yeah
like those
yeah
type of
it
guys. Yeah.
it's gotta click. So I think it's important. So I got him number two just because I think his coaching job is highly critical. And I mean Zach Streif's a big part of that too in that development of those players. So
Yeah, I think in Marone, I remember reading it probably, I remember it, it was an interview where Marone did, and he said that, Streif is kind of going to be more like
yeah, you read that
personal
on
development.
NewOrleans.Football. Yes.
Well, I did, yes. I read that. You wrote about that on NewOrleans.Football. That's the second time you told me about that specific thing. I won't give too many details about it, but in fact, you know what? It's on the website, guys. Go read it. You know how it is. Support us, and it'll be there. So